Marco Costa, editor of Challengers, Luca Guadagnino, said this is not a tennis movie, but a movie about people, and his inspirations were a Frank Lloyd Wright building and Cabaret. So, were there any other non-sports references you guys used?
Actually, no, because I didn't prepare myself before editing the movie. I didn't watch any sports movie before approaching the scene because I knew how Luca intended this movie and how he wanted to what kind of movie he wants to do. So it was different approach. He talked me about the modernist building. He showed me this fantastic picture, and yeah, he told me I want an editing a language, an editing style like this building. So this was the only reference that he gave it to me. So it was funny.
The great references, though, unexpected ones too, which
Yeah.
really work for the film. But I know he also storyboarded every tennis match that's in the film. So what were in like how meticulous was he about how each scene w would be shot, like all the shots, and like was it like we need the forehand, a backhand here, like what was going on?
Yeah, actually, yeah, he told me he storyboarded all the tennis sequence, but I never seen the storyboard. So
Oh, he never showed it
I,
to you.
no, I never because actually I think it's a good thing for me because it was a good thing because I didn't influence it in any way before cutting the scene. So I knew that Luca had a particularly vision for for the tennis sequence, but and he shot in a specific way every single moment of the tennis sequence. But no, I never was any of this drawing of this storyboard. So yeah, this was
Maybe they don't even exist. So he's
maybe you're right, and maybe it was a joke for me.
Yeah. One thing I love about the film is how it plays with speed. Like there's so many scenes, and especially during the final match too, where it goes into slow-mo. So how did you guys achieve the slow-mo, and what was it like editing those scenes when you have to change the speed?
Yeah, I remember when I received all the footage of the last final sequence, the last scene. It was hours and hours of footage because he decided to shoot the entire sequence in slow-mo. So that means a lot of hours. And I went through for all the footage watching in the slow-mo time because I didn't want to, and I wanted to enjoy every frame and to figure out why Luca wanted to use all the slow-mo, all the shot in slow-mo. So, and I remember the first time he came to the editing room before working on that sequence. He told me maybe we should give a try. We should try to edit the tiny sequence in completely in slow motion. So I thought, are you crazy? I mean, it's gonna be 3 hours long just this sequence. I mean, because he shot in 1,000 per frame some setups, and it was crazy, and it was really tricky to do that because it was tough because the Challengers is a movie shot on film, so he has to find a camera that allow you to shoot in one in a frame rate like this. And he found this camera in Italy, and there is just three types in the world that of this kind of camera who allows to shoot 1,000 per frame, and it's a really a huge machine. It's incredible. And then we decided I mean, to speed it up some shots and to slow to break the rhythm, to be surprising because Luca always say to me, it's important to edit the scene in a non-conventional way. Try to be surprising. Try a new way of to see the scene, a new vision, because it's important to find a new language for every tennis sequence, and because also you can see a progression in the language during the entire movie, and this is the climax of the movie. So we had a lot of fun.
Yeah, and it also adds to the tension, especially in the final match and in the climax,
Yeah,
right?
a lot of
Yeah.
tension because you need to enjoy. We took a lot of time in this, in particular moments, especially for the 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 ball, the tennis balls in the neck of the racket.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's like the the moment, the light bulb moment for the audience too, and
Yeah.
they realize everything. I mean, the final match, I think it's such a great like symphony between like the editing and the music, the score, iconic score. And then also the sound, like because he also when you're editing, you have to sync up their swings with the racket sounds, like the ball popping off. So what was it like working with the sound and also music? Did you have the score ready or were you like editing with temp?
We didn't have the score yet before cutting the scene, so we decided to edit the entire scene in mute without any sound. We don't believe in the music temp. We think that the music temp could be toxic, and we actually edited the entire movie without score. So we kept the music in mind, and because we didn't want to be influenced in any way by by using a temp score, a temp music. I want to be focused in the picture. I want to be focused in the scene. I want to edit the scene in a way I think is the way it needs. So we decided to edit entirely without sound, mute, and of course, we create some moments, some specific spots where we knew that the score um, was really important for the score to highlight, to highlight this particular moment. So yeah, we decided to edit entire mute, and it was funny because we didn't have any visual effects. So the first cut of the last scene, it was quite crazy because no visual effects, no tennis ball, sometimes no racket, because the actors couldn't use the real racket because it was too dangerous for the camera, because they were too close to the camera. So not any. It was funny, especially watching the first cut and sharing it. And also, we present a movie. We show the movie like this to Zendaya and to the studio without any score, without. So it was funny.
Yeah, so they're just swinging, nothing, just their arms,
Yeah.
nothing in their hands. I would love to see that cut though. That sounds great. So,
Yeah.
because I see like how much work goes into it. There's one great shot in the final sequence too when all three of them are in the frame and Tashi's in the middle in the crowd and Patrick's on the left and Art is on the right and they're all in focus. So how was that put together?
Yeah, that's an intuition of Luca, and I remember when I received these three different shots in a separate way. He told me it is important because I want to merge these three shots and to merge into one in a unique shot. And unfortunately, he tried to do that with the specific lens on set, but it wasn't possible. So we had to recreate these effects in visual effects. So with the visual effects team, because he took inspiration from Brian De Palma movies, or also he did a shot like this in Suspiria with Tilda and Dakota. And yes, it was a great intuition. I think it's fantastic because you are just with them, and you are like in another dimension.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Marco, it was great speaking with you again. Thanks so much for your time. We'll see you back here in a little bit.